there, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at my custom Lego City MOC for the convention that is coming up in less than 2 weeks, and the clock is ticking. I have so much to do. I have a lot of plans in my head that I'm hoping that I can execute in this cute little city setup I have going on, and I've actually learned that Brickfest Live is much more of a family event than it is an AFOL event or an adult fan of Lego. So while of course I'm sure there will be plenty of AFOLs there will also be KFOLs and TFOLs. And so what I want to do with these next so many days is actually bring a lot of fun to my city MOC and have a lot of unexpected things going on. So let's take a walk over to my city table, try to neaten it all up for you a little bit, and I'm going to show you what we have started, what we have on the list to do, and sort of the storyline I'm looking to achieve with this city. So let's get started. I am super pumped to be able to show you this custom Lego City that I'm working on. If you love everything Lego City, make sure to hit the like button below and make sure to subscribe, because we are always coming up with something a little bit crazy around here. All right, my friends, so I have the tripod set up just so I can talk to you a second about some of the parameters of Brickfest Live. And I know it's a little bit tough to pick the city out of our background. Our Lego table here is in the middle of our living space, which hopefully won't be for too many months longer. I feel like the Lego space is going to get started any day now. Permits are being pulled, all that kind of good stuff. But for now, it is where our dining room table would be. So basically, here are some things. One for Brickfest Live, which is a traveling convention, and I think it's in Philadelphia the week before, and then it's coming to us in Marlborough, Mass, and that is the 18th and 19th. We are setting up on the 17th between noon and 5. So Friday, we have to get all of this stuff, lovely stuff, wrapped up and packaged and down there. And I'm actually going to be given a table, which I believe is 8 foot by 4 foot. So I did not know that till now. I'm kind of basing this off of the table that I have here. And I can bring my elevated table, of course, that you see with the second row of modulars. But the big thing that I'm thinking about is that really when I set this up on the table, I will not be filling the table as if I were filling a city table in my own house for all of your city updates. This is going to be a display that is set up. So I think we're going to view it a little bit differently in terms of some of the details that we add or don't add. Now, also, I've only had a couple months to bring this together, and in there we had some vacations and some dental surgery. So this is probably not as ideal of a setup as I would love to bring for a convention, but it is a fantastic start, and it will give us an idea of where we want to go for next year's convention that we'll start working on right now. So another criteria for Brickfest Live is that you are not to use official sets in their official form. You will notice that I do have different sets in there that come from official sets. And that is okay because they've been sort of re-MOC'd, as I would like to call it. And I actually have the blessings of several awesome AFOL designers who have made alternate versions of the Tikki bar, which is the LEGO Artisan, and the Medieval Marketplace, which is also the LEGO Artisan, and those are on the bottom row, on the very left and towards the right. And then on the top row, you will see the Friends and Apartments modular alt build by Stonewall Bricks, and he's excited to be contributing. And right beside that is a toy store, 3 sets of the toy store alternative by ZR Lego Maniac, and he's excited too. So all 3 of those are super pumped to be adding their their awesome creations to this Brickfest Live. And I have a few buildings in that you'd recognize. I've got my ice cream shop, my arcade, I've got my little space station there, and we'll go in closer in just a moment. I've also got my re-MOC of the pet shop with a whole bunch of different colors and designs. We've got a little garden going in there, and I'm going to take the Lego toy stores and combine them into something. I don't know what yet, but we're gonna work on that. So you'll see a lot of unfinished stuff right now, and hopefully between Mr. Bins and Bricks and myself, we are going to accomplish this. So let's dive in a little bit closer. I'm gonna grab the camera off the tripod and let's take a look at some of the details we hope to add in the next week and a half or so. This is gonna be a tight race to the finish, which also leads into a little bit of a storyline. So hold up. So what's the story? We just finished wrapping up a Lego Masters episode last night with the castle build off the side of the wall, which was absolutely fantastic. And I've been thinking that I want to give a story to this custom Lego city. And it starts right here with these bicycles. And I thought what would be really fun is to actually close off the road, since I don't have any MOC cars, and actually use the road to do a bicycle race. Roxy, you're shaking. So I'm gonna actually need a whole lot more bicycles, I'm afraid though. And we're going to make a finish line sign down at the end, and we'll just have a lot of people and vendors out, cheering on the bicyclists, lots of figs everywhere. And then maybe we'll even put some street closures here at this end and just have a race going on. Now, I am changing up my Mills roads for this event. I actually like this model here with the narrower road and the narrower sidewalks and the green space much better than I like these traditional roads that I have built. So that is one of the main projects we need to do, and we're actually going to make this all light blue gray as well. I did just get a huge order from Lego Shop at Home pab wall with a lot of light blue gray and dark blue gray pieces. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Now you can absolutely see that some of these are not on Mills plates yet. So that is one thing that we're going to need to do is make these on Mills, probably make the sidewalks look a little bit more cohesive. Clearly this one just needs a ton of work all around. I literally just set this one on top, and that's not going to fly for sure. This one over here is actually going to be my bike shop, which will be one of the main features of the bike race, of course. So we'll have bikes out front. I've got to do a little bit of work on that. We need to clean some things up and get that all detailed. And then of course we have the Lego Artisan's Medieval Marketplace, and then we have my very own sort of fancy townhouse here on the end. So up top, on the top layer here, which is about 4 feet long, we actually have the alt build of the Friends Central Perk and apartments. And what we're actually going to do is make some of these mini sidewalks to put in front, because this is a 12-foot elevated table right here, and the base plates are about 10 inches. We're gonna go with a smaller sidewalk version, and these will actually attach nicely with Technic pins so they will not slide around, and we can put more figs and people up here, more bicyclists, things like that. And this is an awesome version of the toy store here. I've not had a chance to do a video on this, and I certainly will because it deserves its own video. But we do have a lot of action going on in a small park here on the side, which runs right into the ice cream shop. And we actually do need to get some detail up in there, and maybe we'll stick something fun along the wall, or actually I will go into the wall and maybe add some more windows. So there's some possibilities there. And then of course we have our little space shop here, which is very fun. Just a little throwback to Mr. Bins and Bricks space stage. You can see some very old tiles and bricks there in the corner. And I went ahead and I added, a think one of my son's friends did this right here. We'll keep them. I went and added my little re-MOC of the UFO from the Fairground Carousel set, and I thought it would look fun on top of the space building. And as you can see, I propped up the canoes here, and I actually want to do something with this brick sign here. I actually took the little window guy from the the Grand Emporium, and I thought it might be fun to attach this in here and have him as maybe a sign hanger upper kind of guy or cleaner. So that is a thought for there. What I'd like to do is actually have something fun coming off of the top of each building. I do have a hot air balloon that I might put off of the toy store, and of course we have this big ice cream cone. Maybe I can find an even bigger one. We have the UFO sign, and then we have my arcade MOC right here. We're going to do a little work on the coloring here and change out this white and gray strip to all black. Of course, we've got our Pac-Man ghost up top here. And I'm actually going to put, I think we'd be able to fit a 32 by 32 in here. We're just kind of snugging everything over to the side of it. But I'm looking to put a concert in there. So getting out some of those video characters and the video tiles and going a little crazy. Because one of the things with Brick Fest Live is that it is a very kid-friendly event, like I mentioned earlier. So what I wanted to do is start bringing a little bit more fun into the build. And I've actually got this awesome dino right here. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun maybe to have dinosaurs walking along the sides of the street with the bicyclists, just little unexpected touches for the kids to pick out. So we may actually head to our local Bricks and Minifigs and just see if I can find anything that is super fun and a little different, just to make this kind of a crazy, colorful street, which I definitely think it already is, but we can always take it one step further. This blue, pink, and yellow building right here, and this is something new that I have acquired recently. It is not something I've built from scratch, and I'm not actually all that much in love with it. But what I am hoping to do as I change it over to Mills is actually give it a little bit more life and character. We're thinking that the blue building will become maybe a scuba dive shop with some marine life and scuba gear and things like that. And I think a few just switches of pieces and windows may do the trick. The pink building just screams to me like a donut. And I actually have an older city set with a giant donut on a crane, and I feel like we could totally do something with that. So we're gonna do that. And then the yellow one, I don't have a ton of ideas for yet, but I think it will come to me as we go along. And of course, we have the awesome Tikki bar here from the LEGO Artisan. Just a fantastic, fantastic build. I will do a whole video on this because I love it. And actually, it looks good from either side. I love this side too. It looks so bright. Actually, I might keep that one out. Maybe I'll switch around the sign a little bit. The actual build does not go onto a 16 by 32 plate, but we can easily fix that up. And then this building down here, as I mentioned before, is going to get a bike shop royal treatment. And then of course we have some apartments on the side. So we'll decorate those with figs and things cheering the racers on, and we'll see what we put on the top. I'm definitely like into putting things on the tops of buildings, as you can see with the canoe and the UFO and the Pac-Man. So I think every building, pretty much every building needs a topper. And then as I mentioned, we've got to pick up some more dinosaurs. I'm going to be opening up some video tonight. So I am super excited by what we have here. What I see is a lot of work to come, and I will keep you posted. We'll do another update in a few days, and we'll check out the progress that's been made. Some of it will be kind of boring progress, which is fixing up the Mills plates and transferring buildings to Mills. But honestly, that's probably step number one right now, because it will be the most crucial step to the look of everything as a cohesive unit. So for now, guys, this is the update on the custom LEGO City MOC for the Brickfest Live convention, September 18th and 19th in Marlborough, Mass. I'm super excited to go with our Rhode Island Lug group, and maybe I'll even see some of you there. So until then, stay safe, happy building, and we'll see you in the next video. After you hit that like button, if you have any comments, suggestions, feedback, more ways to make it fun and crazy for the kiddos, feel free to leave me a comment. I love to read what you guys have to say, and I can't wait to show you the finished Lego City for the convention. Hopefully it looks even better than it does now. It's already off to a fantastic start, but I can't wait to make it even better.